Great. I want to thank you for taking time to speak with me today.
Thank you for having us.
It's our pleasure.
It's our first time doing this kind of stuff, and thank you very much for the invitation. And I think we should apologize for the use of your language, okay? But we'll try our best.
I appreciate that. I wanted to say from the killer opening of El Denied to the fantastic lead on the title track, you delivered a masterpiece from top to bottom, one I enjoyed thoroughly through and through. I wanted to ask you how long it
So
took
much.
to put the material together.
Look, man, thank you very much. Look, to be honest, we need this kind of positive feedback. It's our pleasure and our honor to be hearing this kind of stuff. We're really glad you enjoyed the album. Yes, thank you so much. And I hope you will enjoy also our next releases.
I'm sure that I will. I look forward to them. How long did it take to put the material together for you?
Well, to be honest, since it's our first effort and maybe, you know, our first full-length album, it's really common to be having ideas for years. Okay, I think the oldest song is Heavenblack, which I had those kind of ideas, these riffs from many years ago. But to be honest, this full 8-title album was put together in nearly a year.
And is it safe to say that the song Heavenblack came before the name of the band?
Yes, yeah. That's really precise. Well done. I mean, I had the idea of the name. I'm a huge fan of, you know, combining words together that wouldn't really have some kind of specific meaning, but they would sound good. So Heavenblack is just a combination of, you know, heaven and black. And I think it sounded really catchy, really heavy. And the song Heavenblack came, yes, before the band was named as Heavenblack.
And the video for My Insane is absolutely spot on. I think that song is a really great song to release as a single, and the video is very driving. I wanted to ask you, how did the process go, and what locations was this filmed at?
Well, our dearest friend Elias Michailakis directed the video. He heard the album, and we had some couple of songs for making our video clip, our first video clip. And Elias wanted to do My Insane. We searched in Athens for the location, and even though it is looks like it's in the mountains or something, it's in Athens. It was an old factory for stones. They're making stones or marbles and stuff. And Elias with Yannis been there, and we decided to do it there.
Look, it was a place near where Dimitris lives, which was really a common place for people to go there during COVID. You know, due to lockdowns and stuff, people, I mean, I'm sure in your places, people did the same thing too. They were going, you know, on long walks, etc. So it's been a very popular place, to be honest, from 2020 and then. So Dimitris, I think, proposed for the place, and we checked it out, and then we said, okay, we'll do it there. It's really easy place to reach within the city.
And the fun fact is that I'm living there for almost 40 years, but I didn't know about the place. I just do some Google search, and the video appeared, and I liked the place there.
And I wanted to ask you if you could speak on the song On My Skin. It's another one of my favorite tracks on the album.
Look, yes, of course, On My Skin. On My Skin was composed in 2018. It was let's say, one of the first songs that really, which I wrote, which I wanted to change a bit not the perspective of the band, but I would like to push forward our let's say composing ability and also our playing abilities. So On My Skin was really made, you know, under the influence, first things first, of Bullet for My Valentine. I'm referring to the name. It's a song from Bullet for My Valentine, which is called, can't really remember it right now. It's from the album, στο λέγανε εκείνο το album του 2018-19.
Sorry for our break.
Yes, I'm trying to remember the album. It was not Venom, it was the other one. And I really liked these three words. I mean, on my skin, it's something like a tattoo which you have permanently on by your side. So it was the first song that really I wanted to push forward, and myself as well, playing wise. And it was, let's say, a reason why we also switched one of our members, because one of the guys that was part of the band back then didn't really want it to play to that style. So I think it was not a great moment for us, because you know that a band also, its members tend to be friends as well. But it really contributed that loss, let's say, that switch to move forward. So yes, On My Skin was the first of those 8 songs that you can listen to the album. That was the first, you know, step forward. And then came others, like, for example, Orphan or Clowns, okay? But On My Skin was, let's say, the first one.
If you listen to our EP as well, you will notice that we were playing a little bit more hard and heavy.
Yes.
Not really classic or modern heavy metal. So exactly, as Yanni said, On My Skin was the next step to the music of the band.
We really did not have any dynamics during our songs. I mean, if you listen to the EP that we released back in 2018, it was there were 4 songs that were really straightforward. I mean, from the beginning to the end, there was nothing really to slow down. I mean, it was the beginning. It was from the beginning. It was, you know, high end, and then till the end, it was going the same way. With On My Skin, it was the first time that, even though we did not have any clean parts, it was the first time that we switched our dynamics. And you can listen this thing during the solo, which is in another time, in another tempo.
And speaking on your guys' musical style, I wanted to ask you each, how did it all begin for you? When did you first begin playing? And what was your steps to achieving where you are now?
Look, these 2 guys you are looking at now, we are the only members from the beginning. The band was put together back in 2014, so it's been a decade now. And you know, in the beginning, it was just, let's say, my ambition to put down my ideas, my music, combined with some friends that really was not really. They did have to play well, but I wanted them to have, you know, the same, let's say, perspective or ambition with me. Since then, we have changed many members, to be honest. Our most vulnerable, let's say, spots was the drummer and then the bass player. I think now we have found these 2 members that I really do hope they will last, okay? Because every time we change the member, we always, you know, had the impression that, yes, that's the one. I mean, we will be forever, let's say, together. But since then, I mean, the one thing that hasn't changed is not only ambition, but the desire to write down some quality stuff. this thing that now we have a label and we have released some songs on the internet and released 6 years ago an EP was really, I think, just happened. I mean, it was the right footsteps to, I wouldn't say a career, but it's the minimum things that we have to do to be put on the map. Let's say at least in the map of our country.
And I think that you've exceeded that.
Oh, thank you.
And looking at your reviews and looking at the response in many countries, this album is doing very well, and you guys should be very proud of what you've created.
Look, man, I mean, yes, you are totally right. To be honest, we are reading, album critics and stuff, and also from our friends, and not that many friends that have listened to the album. The feedback is quite positive. I mean, look, we should have some, let's say, not that positive critics, but it's all welcome. I mean, it's extraordinary for us.
Sure.
We haven't become any kind of stars. No. But all this effort that has been put for so many years, now you see that, okay, the music that we were recording and we were making on our living rooms and our houses, it's now really, let's say, a bit more popular.
Sure.
On bad critics and reviews, okay, we think that some people might have to say some things that not really good, but we will think about them and try to be even better for ourselves, as people, as musicians, as everything.
Sure. The most important thing is I've always felt that what you create that is something that is your own, something that you believe in, and to never sacrifice your beliefs for someone else's thoughts.
Yeah, exactly.
What you do is Heavenblack, and Heavenblack should only be Heavenblack.
Yes, totally agree. Yes.
I wanted to ask you as well if you could speak on the album artwork and the artist that was involved in it.
Look, we were looking for some guy. First things first, I mean, if you want to buy something, if you want to give your money to something, first you do your research. We didn't have any common friends, or we didn't know anyone that was in the business. We just knew some names. So we asked for some offers. And this guy is called Kosmas Hiolos. Let's say he did a nice offer, I mean, money-wise, but also we also checked his work, and this guy was also very reachable. I mean, during the period we were talking with other artists, he was the most, not the one that he was trying to sell himself or his work, but was trying really to put our thoughts into designs. So that really persuaded us the most. Okay, I mean, I'm sure you know that doing an artwork, a layout, a CD layout, everything, or a T-shirt layout will ever be costly. I mean, you cannot go cheap there. But this guy was really the sweetest balance between affordable and also quality. And he was really, I mean, to be honest, and if you believe that, I never talked to him on the phone. It was only emails and messages, and he really comprehended to the fullest the things we wanted. And I think he will be our partner there for our next releases. Why not? He's a really sweet guy.
Yeah, I find the cover is very immersive and goes well with the thoughts and ideas behind the album.
Yes, exactly. I mean, blindfolded. Look, it really is what every one of us maybe starting something doesn't really know how it will end. So let's say you begin your life with a partner, or maybe you begin your new work. you're all really happy and really ambitious and everything, but you really don't know how it will end. So blindfolded means that in every aspect, in everything that you start, your eyes are a bit shut because you don't really know the outcome. So you're a bit blindfolded. And if you notice on the cover of the album, there is a little figurine which is every one of us. Then there is this labyrinth, which is the path that you really don't know which one to take, and then in the end, after the mountains, the light comes up. So it's really optimistic.
And I wanted to ask you as well, what is the next step for the band? Are you playing some gigs?
Well, we're scheduling our release show in a couple of months, I guess, here in Athens. And then maybe a mini tour around Greece with some other bands or friends or bands from abroad, I don't know. We are on negotiations. And then, who knows, we would like to have some concerts in Europe or some festivals in the summer.
Look, I mean, this is a really strict, a really tight country. I mean, metal and heavy music is not that popular. I mean, look, if you go to a summer festival, you will see that will be nearly sold out. You will see thousands. But, a couple of thousands are never enough in a population of 10, 11 million. So heavy music, it's not our go-to here in this country. That means that these steps that we are taking and we will be taking are the least that we should do to, let's say, not expect our place in the sun, but are the least things that we can do so that we can, achieve maybe some good gigs with some names or some interviews just like yours. I mean, we are beginning now after a decade. Yes, after a decade. I mean, you don't really know when the things will mature to go out live. So now I think it's the time that we are ready to do it. Regarding our steps, it's not only gigs, which, okay, gigs and live and concerts are one thing that a band, a rock band or a metal band should do. But we are currently putting down the ideas for the next record. We will also be re-recording the EP, so it will come out, in maybe 3 or 4 parts, because there are 4 songs there. So we maybe will be releasing one song re-recorded, so that we can have, some kind of presence.
Sure.
Of course, we will be doing some clips as well. But the only thing that we should do and we must do is just be on all the time. I mean, we now released the album. We should chase it with some quality release gig. And then we should, we have also our management, okay? A great friend of ours that has his own company, a management company, Nikos Siglidis, it's his name. And, alongside him, we will do what a new band, regarding, its releases, should do. And hope for the best. Not only in this country, of course.
And I wanted to ask you as well, one thing I definitely wanted to know, and a lot of my friends and peers would like to know, is what is the best way to get a hold of a physical copy of the album and any merchandise you have? Because I know I'd love to get my hands on some.
Okay, first of all, we can send it to you, the physical CD.
Today is the day that we opened up,
we got our CDs.
Yes, exactly.
Well, happens to be, I'm a web developer, so I'm developing now our eShop as part of our website. So everyone can order it from there. And I think there are in some eShops in Europe, or in I don't know about the States. You can order that, but we can send you one of these soon.
Look, I mean, it will be step by step. Since our e-shop or our website, we already have a website, and this shop within the website fires up, we will be able to, do shippings and everything. But now at this point, you just anyone who is interested in buying or receiving our merch, we'll just have to communicate with the band, get in touch with the band, and then we will send it. I mean, it's our first steps, so we are discovering right now.
And lastly, I wanted to ask you if you could give a message to your fans, what would that message be?
Our fans, we don't really know how many fans we have. I mean, apart from our family, our friends, and the people who might know us for the last years, for the last decade, look, message. The only thing that we would like to say is for them to be in touch with the band. I mean, okay, we have a release now, we have a CD, an album up right now. We would like people to be in touch with the album and give them some listens and give it some spins so that, we grow on them. I mean, it would have been great if we could, travel and be on tour and get in touch with everything. I mean, we are not different from any kind of guy, of ordinary person out there. We just happen to play music and just express and also express ourselves via that, but also to be having taken the decision to push it forward. So a message to our fans, if there are any, it's thank you very much. But I mean, we would like to have some fans first, and then that would be the message.
Yeah, and support us and enjoy our music and our gigs.
Even one listen, even one CD sent from us, or a T-shirt or everything, it's a way of the band to to be known.
Well, I want to tell you that you definitely have a fan in me. Upon first listening to the album, I was with all my friends saying, check this out, you gotta hear this album. Because this album has really resonated with me. As a matter of fact, it's, to me, in my vision, is one of the best albums that has been released this year.
Wow, thank you so much, man. This is an honor to be listening to something like that. Thank you very much. Look, we don't have this kind of so positive feedback here. I mean, these things and this effort that you've been doing, it's not something common here in Greece. I mean, here you have to know some people so that you can channel your work through them. There are we don't know any people like you that, like the music and they express it and they tell their friends and their fans and their following and everything. Here, it's not like that. I mean, if you know some people, they might help you. If you don't know them, then you have to be pushing so that these kind of people reach to you and say, look, there's been some talking around your name. Let's see what you've got. That's why I told you that we are at the least minimum things. We have our clips, we have the album, so we are ready for this kind of specific person to notice us, and then we'll see what they can offer. But thank you so much for these things that you are doing and for the invitation, because here in our country in Greece, there is no such movement like yours.
Well,
not yet.
Or maybe not yet. Who knows? Yeah.
It's
very strong here in the States, and since COVID, it's made a great surge back, and the fan base here is very strong. I look forward to the day where I can go out and see you guys live at a show. I think it'd be a kick-ass time. And I wanted to thank you for taking time to speak with me. It's been an absolute pleasure speaking with you, my friends.
Oh, thank you so much,
our
Robert.
Pleasure too.
Yes, our pleasure, mate. And we will be keeping in touch.
Yeah,
Don't hesitate ever to DM us and everything.
I appreciate that. And you guys enjoy the rest of your day, my friends.
Thank you
too.
so much, mate. Thank you so much. Really. Thank you
Take
so very
care.
much.
Cheers.
Goodbye,
Bye.
mate. Thank you. See you
Bye.
later.